Hi everybody, it's Graham here with the latest updates on SOAP and We Share Abundance. And we are streaming live, hopefully, on Twitch, YouTube, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. Excuse me. I apologize for that. And whichever platform you're watching from, you're very welcome. Unfortunately, I don't see comments from YouTube or Twitch. So I'm heading over to our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly, because there I can interact, answer any questions, and check that we are in fact broadcasting. So I'm going over there right now to We Share Abundance Publicly in Facebook. And when we get there, if I scroll down, hopefully I'll see updates from March the 18th working. And it looks good so far. Let me open up the and there we have comments, and we have Russ Cowley from Geordieland, Newcastle. He was absent yesterday because he was watching his team get unfortunately defeated in the last minute by Everton. But he's back today, okay, and he's top of the comments list. And then we've got Peter from Kettering, UK, and Dave from London, UK. And I was bang on time today, in fact maybe even earlier than expected. So we'll give it a minute or two to let a few more people arrive, and then we'll get started on what's been happening on the last day of our working week. We've got Richard Atkins from Devon in the UK. Tomorrow is Super Saturday in the Rugby Six Nations. It's the day when they play all the games on the same day, and we get the result of who's won the championship. And so there are two games in the afternoon. One will be about 2 o'clock, one will be about 4:15 or 4:45, and then there is one at 8 o'clock at night, and that's a big game. That's France versus England. I suppose they're all big games in their own way, but that could decide the championship, not for England, but for either France or Ireland. So that's at 8 o'clock. So tomorrow, when we have our meeting, it will be from 7 till 7:45 at the latest, okay? Just warning you. And it may even be a little bit after 7, depending on the second game and what time that finishes. So it could be 7:15 to 7:45. But there won't have been a lot going on Saturday anyway, from a point of development and activity, because most of the day I'll be involved in rugby, and developers don't work on the weekends. So just letting you know, I will post a scheduled broadcast with the time, and I probably will set it for a little bit after 7, and we will finish by 7:45. Okay. Have we got anybody else? Yeah, Norman's in from Doncaster, UK, and Russ is letting me know that I'm coming through loud and clear. And we got Thobsa from South Africa, and Kingsley from Manchester, UK. And we are 4 minutes we usually give it till about 8 minutes, but I might start a bit earlier today because I'm here early. Okay, we'll have to get people used to getting here on time. I'm not sure whether Avazoo have a webinar going at the moment, or they've had one. Sometimes that clashes with us, and so we have a lot of our members that are also participating in the Avazoo program, helping sell raffle tickets for charity, and it's a very good sound program. They'll raise a lot of money for charity once they get properly organized, which I think they're probably around about that level now. I think they've got payments sorted out and things like that. And what time now? 5 minutes. We'll give it just 1 minute. We'll get started at when it ticks over to 6 minutes past. We've also got cricket going on today, but the pitch in the West Indies is as difficult for England to bowl on as it was for the West Indies to bowl on. And it looks like we're going to get another draw because England posted 500 runs or something, and I think the West Indies are 100 and odd for 3. Should have been 4, but they didn't review a decision, which would definitely have been given out first ball that was faced. But it's one of those things, you know. Sometimes you review, sometimes you don't. Sometimes when you do, you've wasted a review. But it's a pity. It would have opened up one end. It would have given England a little bit better chance. Well, I'd say opened up one end. It wouldn't have actually, because they bat reasonably deep. Not and on the wicket as it is. But it's a funny wicket. If one falls, you could get 2 or 3 falling. Anyway, we're there. So let's get started with a short prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love each member finds the joy of service, and through service bless each member that they attract into their life everything that they need and want from you. Amen. Okay. What I want to show you, I'll do it now. I'll get it out of the way. I'll do a screen share. So bear with me while I set that up. It's a bit fiddly, but it usually gets us there. Okay, that should be working. Let me get back to Facebook and we'll see if it is. Should come up now. Yeah, okay. Soap 1 and Soap 2. How about that? This is, excuse me, this is on our WeShareAbundance.org website. And I'm still putting this together, but the first part covers success on a plate, which is what you all should know about by now. But the second part is what is interesting. These buttons don't work at the moment, so don't think that you're going to find out anything special by clicking on them when you go there. But what we've got is SOAP 2 is success on automated platform. And what we're going to do there is something that I've been talking about a little bit, I think. It's for people that want a totally hands-free, completely done for them system. They will still have to log in to remain active and to make their withdrawal requests, check how much they've made each day. They will have to add their affiliate links in the downline builder for the multiple income streams. But other than that, they don't have to do anything. We will set everything up. We will set up their email account. We will set up their follow-up messages. We will set up their staking. We will set up their easy business builder. And on top of that, we will send them traffic from a very good source. These links are usually about 120, 125 from one of my sources. But we will be selling them to members for what I can get them for, which is around about 80 cents. There'll be no markup on that, so there'll be no commissions paid on it or anything. And we will give or include in that package for the hands-on, fully automated system 200 clicks. I've not tested these leads with a system yet because this is part of what I'm putting together here, but I will before we actually go live with it. But I anticipate from 200 clicks we will get something like 60 to 70 opt-ins. And from 60 to 70 opt-ins, I am anticipating that we will get 50 people that verify their ID. Because before they opt in, they'll be told that, you know, they will need to verify their ID as being a real person of legal age. So my anticipation is that we will get those 50 coupons delivered and used from these this quality of traffic. And I also believe that we will get a few people upgrading, taking this Done For You system. Done For You systems are very popular, and for $360, I think it's probably one of the lowest cost Done For You systems on the market. I think we can probably get 10% taking the Done For You system, because that is what we'll be promoting, but we'll be downselling to the coupon. So if we get that, it will mean that let's go with half that, you know. We'll get, instead of 150, we'll get $400 to $500 in commissions, which will more than cover the cost of the program. It will make the it worthwhile for people to continue using the lead system, and it'll be a profitable and very simple thing to promote, especially once we get a few people in that are making money hands-free. Then it'll help promote this. The traffic that we're using, as I say, it's not the cheapest. You can get traffic for a lot less if you do your own solo ads and things, and you may get results similar. I don't know, but I'm going to go with this premium traffic, and that's what we'll be using for our co-op. And people that want to do their own thing, you can use exactly the same funnels and the same pages and the same email letter that we'll be sending out. We'll provide that for you, and if you want to do your own thing with that, then you can. If you want to buy the traffic that we're providing, once we've got some numbers in there to support it for you, that will be available as a co-op. And as I say, we'll do it at cost price, which is at 80 cents, which is below their normal selling price. And that's because I've used them in the past quite extensively, and I've told them that if it goes well, they will get a lot of big orders from us. Okay, so that is what's being set up. You can read it for yourself on the WeShareAbundance.org site, and you'll see it as it gets developed out a little bit more. I'm still pondering, and I've just stopped sharing that. I think I'm still pondering the possibility of or the avenues that we can take for closing the sales, whether it'll all be on that website or whether we'll redirect them to other websites, because I want to keep that website really clean and simple. So it may be that we may even use telesales in assisting with the closing of accounts there. So there's still a few points for me to sort out, but I'm hoping to get that campaign ordered by Monday. It'll take a week probably before it runs, or certainly before it's closed. Maybe not before it runs. It'll probably start running, take about 3 days for us to get that up and running. So you would be looking at maybe Wednesday or Thursday. And for the small test that I'll be doing, just a few hundred, then they should complete that in 2 or 3 days, I would have thought. Okay, so that is what I'm on at the moment, amongst other things, but that has been taking up some of my thought and consideration and time. Okay, we've got Paula from Holland as well, and Nikini from Nigeria, and Queen Anna from Nigeria as well. So what's Devyani been up to? Well, if you've been following us, you know that she has been on the auto withdrawal functionality, and that is done, but it's not available yet because at the moment it has just a one-time password emailed to you. So you put in your withdrawal request, you would get an email with a one-time password which you would need to put in. But if somebody's hacked your account, your email account, which has happened in the past, I want another layer of security in there. So we're going to add two-factor authorization as well through Google. And we've tested this in the test site, but we need to test it more thoroughly a little bit, and we'll be doing that on Monday and maybe running into Tuesday. And if it all goes well there, then it will be available late on Tuesday or Wednesday. That is automated withdrawals. But I also had a thought that some people will not have the facility to set up two-factor authorization. And so we will maintain the one-time password, but if you haven't got two-factor authorization, it won't be automated. It will go into a manual system. You'll be able to opt for manual withdrawals. We'll still try and get them paid quickly, but it should take the pressure off the manual withdrawals, because the automated ones will be going through lickety split, you know, boom, 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 boom. For those of you that don't know what two-factor authentication is, it's something like this. I don't know whether you'll be able to see that very clearly, but it's on your phone. It's Google Authenticator, and it all ties in with your site. And that is available on there now. But if you want automated withdrawals, you will have to use that in addition to the one-time password. And I don't think we can get it much more secure than that without being overly cautious, let's put it that way, and making it too difficult. But there are several programs that I'm in that use both OTP and two-factor authentication. It only takes a minute or two, and then it's done, you know. But it is those two layers of security, and I think we need that. As I say, you will have the option, if for whatever reason you can't use two-factor authentication, if your phone won't do it or something, I don't know. You will have the option to retain manual payments. It'll just take longer to go through. But I think we need that option in as well, because there will be people for whatever reason can't do two-factor authentication. So that's where we are with the development of that. It's taking a little bit longer than Devyani anticipated and I anticipated, but we have been testing it, and basically it's done, it's installed, it works, but we do need to complete the two-factor authentication. We've not put that in at the moment because it was originally planned to just do the one-time password. But I was a little bit afraid of doing it with just the OTP, so we are putting that extra layer in, and also the option for manual payment instead of automated. And that way I think we're covered in every way. Okay, so that is your news, that's your updates. This is your numbers for the day. Net increase in registered members is up on yesterday. Yesterday was lower than we've had for a while, but it's up again, not to a massive number, but it will get there as more people get in there, especially once we get the automated withdrawals and when we get that smooth run through of the ID verification, which will be amazing, because what people will do, they'll register on the form pretty much as it is now, and then they'll go to the ID verification, and once that's completed, you get your commission. So they don't have to do the profile and add in the wallet and everything else before you get paid and before they get their coupons. So it'll speed up your payment system. They will know before they register that they'll be going through the process, and they'll be warned to have their document ready, whatever it may be, a driving license, a passport, an identity card, a voting card, whatever photo ID they have, and then it'll go through. And we were hoping that we would be able to start on that. We'd have the withdrawals thing done by today, and we'd be starting on that on Monday, but it's not going to be starting on that till probably Wednesday, I think, the way we are now. Maybe Tuesday, but I think probably Wednesday. But it should only take a couple of days, hopefully, to get that in. So maybe we'll have that installed by the end of next week as well. And that way it's going to be really, really good, because people will know when they come in what the score is. They've got to verify that they are a real person of legal age when they register, and they'll go through the registration and the verification, and it will only take them a few minutes. It'll be automated, and boom, you've got your first $3. Once they get into the system, if they upgrade at any level, then that will be additional income into your wallet. But you'll get that initial $3 pretty quickly, and much easier than it's been to get that done now, especially when people know that it's automated withdrawals, which we will build into our sales pattern. In fact, I might have even included it on that page. I can't remember now, on the WeShareAbundance.org site. So it'll help you guys make more money more quickly. And then those of you that want the hands-free system, it'll be available to you as well once we get that sorted out. But as I say, I want to do a test on that. We should have results from that test in by next weekend, not this weekend, the weekend after. And then we'll be able to see how well that's working initially, because with any marketing, you're constantly upgrading it. You're testing this new splash page. You're testing this different aspect. We'll also be starting to see the results of the repetition from the emails going out to people. Keep selling day after day after day, keeping it in front of them and on their mind. So we'll be starting to see the results of the immediate impact, but then it'll take another week or 2 weeks to see the full impact of that campaign, with the follow-ups and everything kicking in, and we'll be able to see not just the number of opt-ins and the number of conversions at the coupon level, but also the number of upgrades and what levels they're upgrading to. And so it's an interesting time. It's the sort of time that I like, because that's what I do, or that's what I always used to do anyway. Build campaigns, get them out there, test them, tweak them, keep improving them. And and you can build these campaigns up so that you can really get very good returns on your advertising budget. And don't forget, once you've got people in there, it's recurring income as well. So it all adds up in a big way. Okay, where was I? I was on these things. Yeah, so we've got 62 net increase in the last 24 hours. Net because we take out inactive members, people that haven't logged in for 2 months and don't have active stakes. The site ranking, we couldn't get figures yesterday. It was they just didn't, they hadn't changed from the day before. So this is like for 2 days, but both sites are down. Both We Share Abundance down 66 places in the ranking, and Multiply Weezer down 460 places in the ranking. We Share Abundance ranked at 11,517, and Multiply Weezer ranked at 34,219. Multiply Weezer, 2 new email verified members, no new people buying advertising. Bonus pool up by a couple of dollars to $9,776.02. A little bit of trading on both tokens. Weezer actually 577. That's the highest trading volume we've had on Weezer tokens for a while. A lot of people wise, they know that it's not going to be long before the Weezer tokens start increasing in price, and they're buying them at the moment. They're up to about 1/4 cent at the moment. They have been higher, they have been lower, but they're showing up 0.231 when I checked. And the coin ranking went up 19 places to 1,830. Less volume on Weezer Abundance, but there's been $134 worth of volume there. The token price is down $2 on yesterday. It's back to roughly where it was the day before yesterday at $319.07. And that coin ranking has gone up 7 places to 834. So things generally are looking good. Still a little bit slow, but a lot faster than they were before we had SOAP in place. And it's going to hot up. When I start running this campaign, I mean, like I say, I'm only going to test it with a couple of hundred to start with. We'll see what comes in. We'll see how we need to tweak it. But if it's doing okay, then we'll do another 200 and another 200. And if those are doing okay, we'll may up it to 500. And these are sales will be coming in from admin. There's no commission paid on them, but they help the sustainability of We Share Abundance, and they help every other aspect of We Share Abundance. I have long since promised that the referrals that are under admin, under Frami, will be allocated to elite members. Elite Warrior Chiefs will get these ultimately. I've still not really worked out how to do it, because some of them are, you know, they have quite a big downline and some of them don't. And so how do we measure that? You know, it would be unfair to for somebody to get maybe 2 or 3 people that had big downlines and somebody else to get 2 or 3 people that were just the one person. Either way, it's a gift and a benefit, but it'd be nice to share it out. So it needs thinking about how we're going to do it, but it will happen. And of course, it will need also time from the developers to make it happen, to get all these changes in. So it's something that you will get in the not too distant future, it'll be a gift added into your account. And once we've got it all done, then the allocations will happen on a rotation basis. Once we've got rid of all the admin account downline, anything new coming in will be done on a rotation basis. We'll probably take the month one commissions still, because it's handy for paying the bills, but we will hand them over, and the residual commissions will go to the Elite Warrior Chiefs. Okay. It will need organising. I can't tell you when it's going to happen, okay, but it will happen. We got something from Norman here from Doncaster, isn't he, Norman? I use Google Authenticator on another program I'm in, and it has worked without a hitch for 2 years. I tried it on Weezer, and it worked for 3 days. Then I couldn't access my account, and support had to remove it at the Weezer end. We have been testing it, Norman. It should work okay, but we have been testing it, and I'm testing it on several accounts, and if we do hit snags with it, then we will address it. But so far I've not come across any bugs. Doesn't mean there aren't any, but we will be testing it thoroughly over the next few days, again, even more. And we got Martin in from St Helens, whose rugby team are doing really well. I think they've got 100% record this season so far. So and they've got what I think should be an easy draw for them in the cup as well. I think where they're going up to Whitehaven or somewhere like that. I think it's a game that they should have sufficient to get through that round without too much difficulty. I can't remember who it is now, but it was. I thought they'd got a reasonably good draw. Anyway, so that's Martin in from St Helens in the UK, of course, and that's rugby league. It's not rugby union, which I'll be on tomorrow. Okay, I think we've pretty much covered it. 37 minutes. I'm getting in training for tomorrow. You're only probably going to get me for half an hour, but there won't be as much to cover tomorrow, hopefully. Because we'll be squeezing you in between the first 2 games and the final game of the Super Saturday Rugby Six Nations. So that's it, I think. Let me just see if we are getting any comments. Sometimes we do get comments from, no, we're not. Sometimes we get the YouTube comments coming up in the Melon app, but they're not there. So that's it from me, folks. God bless you all. Pray for England to take some wickets. Pray for world peace. Keep sharing love and abundance. And enjoy your weekend. God bless. Until tomorrow, probably a little bit later, maybe 7:10, 7:15, till 7:45 tomorrow. Take care, and I'll see you then. Until then, goodbye. Goodbye. I wish you all goodbye. Goodbye. I wish you all goodbye. Do, do, do.